So, welcome to our continuing conversation about the Heart of Linguava. We're joined today by Robin Fouche, Senior Account Manager on our Client Relations team. Thank you so much for being with us today, Robin.
Hi, Daniel. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, we're excited to hear and learn from your experiences. And one question I have for you is, over the last few years, we've been through such a challenge as a community, as a population with COVID and all of the things that have come into play with that. But separate from COVID, and I'm just curious, is there a particular experience, something that you've seen firsthand working in language access over these last couple of years that stands out to you?
Oh, thank you for asking me about that. And I'm actually going to tell you about an encounter that had absolutely nothing to do with COVID, oddly enough. Um, so during the summer, we were asked to join a care team for a very complex patient. She was dealing with a lot of issues: medical, mental, behavioral, legal, and alongside that, she also spoke a very rare language. And so being able to get interpreters assigned for her was difficult. And because of some of the other issues that she was very difficult to work with as well. And so being on that care team and realizing, or I guess it was the care team that got a chance to realize that language services should have a seat at the table with the planning and the organizing of the patient's care. But then also, as I was there, this is the first time I'd really been involved in something like that. And listening to every single one of the people go around the table and do their reports. I remember it was right near the 4th of July, and I was hearing just one story after another. And I felt so incredibly overwhelmed, and I felt so incredibly powerless. Like, there is nothing that I can do to help this person, and they need so much. And then as I continued listening to the different stories of what was going on in this case, it kept coming out that, and then Linguava had their interpreter there, and we wouldn't have been able to get to the next step without that. And then Linguava had their interpreter there, and that helped us get from here to there. And I kept hearing this over and over, and I realized, okay, I'm not the interpreter. I'm not the one actually making the difference, but I'm behind the scenes. This patient's never ever even going to know my name, right? I get to be behind the scenes, helping to make sure that she does have the access she needs, that she is able to get the care that she needs, and that she has a voice. And I just feel so incredibly honored and so fortunate to be able to be in a role where, like I said, no one's going to know my name. They're not going to know that I had a thing to do with it, but I'm giving people a voice in their healthcare, and I get to do it with complete anonymity. And just know that this is why I show up every day, to help these patients be able to have a voice in their care. And so, yeah, that was a really impactful day for me. And it had nothing to do with COVID. Imagine that.
Thank you so much for your work, Robin. We really appreciate everything you do for our community, and thank you.
Oh, thank you, Daniel. Like I said, I feel lucky to get to do what I do.